Yeah. Did you have
Pat had a thing to adapt on
I did.
here.
I was shocked that there was an anime that Liam left out that we had both promised to hop on.
Which one was it?
For the new season. So I watched two things over
Sorry,
this
you mean
past
just
week.
starting now?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been watching. I'm just not talking about the new
over
ones.
this past week. One was Bleak and Awesome, and the other is Bleak and Sword Art.
I thought you were going to say Bleach.
Thank
No.
you.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Sword Art
Sword
2
Art
is
Online.
dumb.
Am I glad we didn't talk about this last week, because that is the worst first episode of a second season for anything I've ever seen in my entire life. It is the worst thing. There is so little that happens in that episode. It is literally all like we're going to sit at a cafe and discuss.
It takes place in one restaurant.
Discuss the setup
because they got to put the money away for the action scene.
There is so little
episode.
that actually happens.
Yeah.
That the stinger for the episode is an action scene that takes place halfway through the second episode. Like, they put it at the end as the stinger, but it's actually the action scene from the climax of the next episode. That's how little happens. Oof. And then you start episode 2, and you have a long, slow, creepy pan shot of a character's vagina, and you're just like, God, no!
Get that out of here.
And Again
with the vaginas, Sword Art. Always with the
trying to push it.
So Sword Art Online is a series of novels that was written like 10 years ago. And in recent interviews, the guy who wrote it as like, for the weird, creepy incest plotline, his response is like, boy, was I young and stupid. Whoa. Ah, well. And so I'm like, okay, maybe this new thing will be better.
Are they that old, really?
Yeah. And maybe this new thing will be better. And it's like, no, it's creepy right away, and it's boring. And it's really, really boring.
Sword Art 2, like, Kirito's motivation is the most flimsy bullshit.
The government asks him to go solve MMO murders.
After being trapped in an MMO for ages.
They send him back in.
Well, he does it. He accepts
So that's probably, like, on a large scale, like, we've talked about Sword Art and how it has a lot of problems. It's, like, blatantly misogynist in a really creepy way.
It starts at the top and it just slides down.
It blows its initial concept like really hard.
Down.
But like, so the initial concept is like, it's old timey, but it's like everyone's trapped in an MMO, you die.
Yeah.
You die, right?
You die.
So when they finished that, like the whole thing just crawled all the way up its own ass, because after that massacre happens and like 4,000 or 5,000 people die, all the characters that were trapped in this situation for years immediately just jump back into new ones because they're like, well, I love playing video games.
That demonstrates addiction.
So you liked it.
It's fucking. And you know what?
It.
So that's the worst problem.
What?
It's creepy and it's boring, and I know I'm gonna watch all of it.
Yeah.
Because it's just interesting enough in its premise.
Kirito is such a Mary Sue that I just can't look away.
The worst.
Yeah.
It's like it's both like I have to watch this because it's bad, and it's also like I love this concept so much that it's
that
like the only thing that's doing it that I have to watch it.
Yeah.
And it's like, what if there was no fighting games except for Evil Zone and Destrega?
Spectral versus Generation.
Right?
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, I hate this, fighting game, and I'm so mad at myself.
I just got a text message, Pat. They finished building the SAM site in front of your house.
Yeah. Okay. So in order to punish myself, I decided to watch something even bleaker because I felt like it. I was just like,
what did you decide?
I've never seen this. I should watch this. So instead of Evo, I watched The Road.
Oh,
wow.
Cool.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say I watched Bleak.
Wow.
It's bleak.
Because it's the bleakest shit ever.